Arkansas, Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. And the Roadrunners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Red Wolves takes the field for the first time today. And here's the veteran, a guy who has been around and is ready to finish his final season with a bang.
So nice to have guys like this that have been around the block, that know the offense inside and out. Guys I can trust. Leadership, play on the field, all the boxes are checked.
Yeah, because he's a leader, too, I think this is a guy the offense looks to make plays early. So if I'm the quarterback, I'm calling this guy's number a lot early in this game to go make plays.
To the air, it's Spears. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. The give to the back. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Harper. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football. That's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Quick pass on the jet motion.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Spears. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
The field goal is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Looking for a productive play on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hawkins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Hawkins.
The pass on 2nd down. Complete via the screen.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer to the red zone.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hard running there. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He's up to 47 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Red Wolves are flying down the field. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a
nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. I was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Hit the afterburners, kid. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Roadrunners have taken it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's McIntyre. Got it set up on the outside. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for the offense. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. He's up to 55 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Grab behind the line. It's Harper. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Red Wolves are in the hurry-up.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it. Got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Leaves it with the back. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's McIntyre. He'll pull it down and run. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Got it in the middle. It's Ogden. Touchdown, UTSA! A great catch and run for 6.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up play.
He's going for it all. And he hauls it in at the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Still running at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's McIntyre. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Buys a little time. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
It's a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. To the air, it's Spears. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Feeling some heat. Makes his connection. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
The Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Looking to buy time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Wants to throw. It's McIntyre. Got him downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Yeah, it's nice to have guys like this on 3rd down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
The Roadrunners getting set on 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, the tight end's got to do a better job getting his depth on the route. He's running out to the perimeter of the field, but he's got to get further downfield. He caught that pass behind the line of scrimmage, got tackled, and as a result, it's a negative play.
They'll immediately call timeout. Quitbacks here. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's on target and complete. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends, because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great...
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Spears. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
A loss of 7 yards on the play.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offense.
Time to take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Red Wolves will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
They'll try the run. Nice move to pick up yardage. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
That's not what the offense was expecting, but it's perfect, right? You just want to run the ball, come out of your own end zone, create some space, boom, I'll do you better. I'll give you a first down, move that ball way down the field, create a lot of space.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds him out of the backfield. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets...
Brought down for a sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Red Wolves racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
They'll try to run for it. And the Red Wolves get it past the sticks. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They're going back to the ground. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Marches ahead. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Roadrunners send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. On first down, here comes this offense. The run from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Red Wolves will hustle to the line.
And that's the Red Wolves.
Dropping back, it's Spears. He's got his man. At the 40, there he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to him.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Second down coming up. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the edge.
Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Toss sweep to the right. He is smashing people. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
A
love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with you.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
When you're accused... Time to take out a sandwich and finish the sandwich before you have to make a pass down the field. That's a good day at the office.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Fullback's got it. He breaks a tackle. And that's a very productive first down. Second and 3.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Roadrunners are on the move. The corners are walked up tight. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So instead of having a first down, they'll back it up. The offensive pass interference that defenses everywhere wish would be called more often. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air. It's McIntyre. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Red Wolves will take over 1st and 10.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Red Wolves come to the line in the hurry-up. The The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingernail.
It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot. You're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. How about this strong safety here, just trusting his gut and going and making a play on the quarterback.
And you can't coach that. A lot of times people see things or they don't. And understand, I can go get him right now. I can understand the situation. There's all kinds of guys throughout history that just have a great feel. He had a great feel on that play. Went to the quarterback, got the sack.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He got it. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
To the air on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it...
For a sack.
A sack at the 20.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Spears. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? We just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice job there by the safety back in the middle of the field. You see his range and the speed. He's able to close on the ball and then knock it away. Nice play.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return. He looked as if he...
They'll take over.
Had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The give to the big fullback. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over.
Pulls it in on the left. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking for a man. It's Spears. He'll take another shot here. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
He wants to throw it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the open.